Hello, loves. How you doing? How you doing? Welcome back to my channel. If you have been here, if you haven't been here, hello, loves. How are you doing? You are very welcome. Everyone's welcome here. We share love here, frustrations of love here, all kind of things. And if this resonates with you, please like and subscribe. I am Divine Celion. I am a divinely gifted self-love coach and guide, among other things. And today, baby, baby, okay. What is coming across my spirit today is something that I'm dealing with. Have you ever been with someone and you left them, right? Y'all split, only to realize that you were a tool for your growth and their growth. Has any of you ever been through that, where you were a tool and you didn't figure that out until later? When you replay it back in your mind, because we all do. What happened? Why did this, right? And as you're progressing and you're moving forward in love with yourself, you are healing yourself, you in that pain, you going back and forth about that pain, and so on and so forth, right? How many of you have realized, I was the catalyst for this person's change? I was the catalyst for this person moving forward. But where's the protection of my heart at? Spirit, you use me as a vessel for this person. Where's the protection of my heart at? And then you have people telling you, it's going to be okay. You going to move forward. You going to, don't worry about it, y'all. You going to be okay. But you ain't okay in the moment. That's what I'm sitting in this evening. Today, I realized that I was a catalyst for someone's change. This is something Spirit used to do with me when I was younger. And I used to say, you know what, if you don't use me like that, can you at least fortify my heart, protect my heart, so I'm not the one hurting? Crickets. Still will continue to happen. And now, crickets still continues to happen. I'm like, for real? This is what we're doing. This is how you're going to use me. And see, the funny thing is, remember I told you, I'm not grown up enough in some things. So I get the frustrations. I get it. Baby, I get it. Because I'm in the middle of my healing. So this is for those that's in the middle of their healing. Their whys. Their what's the deal. There's I tried. Because this is the space we sit in. It could have been beautiful. It could have been so dynamic. The person messed it up. We sit in, why you using me to change this person, right? But sometimes that person teaches us our lesson too. Depends on which way it goes. Or the one where, yes, okay, forgive. This is about to be, but this is how I feel. Yes, I'm better off. Thank you so much. Because I'm better off without that person. But inside, you seething. You are like, this other person gets what I wanted. Yeah, they were no good, but I invested time. Yeah, I could do better, and we always doing that but, right? But the number one thing that gets us is when we think about that person with that other person that they keep, and sometimes they stay with them because they couldn't stay with us, but they could stay with them, right? Oh, baby, I know that anger. I know. So I had to make a video about this today. I want to say to you and those of us that feel like that, I want you to think about it this way. I ain't going to touch the catalyst part. You see my face. I'm not going to touch that because I know there's some people alive like me where we've been used that way over and over and over again by spirit and still ain't collected. I know. I get it. I'm going to touch on, because that's only spirit can answer that question. And babies, when you get your answer, can you please put it in the comments? Because I'm still waiting for mine. It's been 46 years. He ain't giving me no answer. So I'm going to touch what could have been. I'm going to touch but he's still with that boop, but not with me. And they doing fine. And I'm the one sitting up here hurt and getting over. How come he ain't paying for it? Or they ain't paying for it? Or she ain't paying for it? How come they're not paying for it? First of all, and this is going to trigger some people, so I'm giving you your trigger warning, first of all. You ain't to worry about what they're doing. Now, sometimes it does affect us because we have children together, other things, bad divorce, bad breakup. And sometimes you only have to worry about it in the aspect of how it affects you, your kids, and stuff like that. But you ain't to worry about what they're doing now. Understand. I'm going to say this again. I know how it feels. I know this anger real time. I'm going through it myself. Okay? However, the other side of my Gemini self, because I'm a Gemini, and I have both male and female energy. A lot of male, though, if you couldn't tell. But the other side of it is I get logical in relationship to what does it do for you? Where does it take you? Nowhere. If I ask myself, really, look at how that person acts. You equally yoked? No. Then I have to ask myself, okay, is that the way that person acting what you really want? No. Okay. Are you, now here's the real question. Are you willing to put up with what you didn't want to deal with in anybody else just for this person? Ooh, that's a real question. Now for me, that's a no. And if the answer is no, then it's like, then why are you sitting up here complaining you ain't got the person when you don't want to put up with that from the person or anyone else? You've been released from it. Be grateful. See, that's the truth. But it's triggering to hear it like that. But that's the truth. I like, for real, that's the truth. And then I sit up and I'm like, I know, and I can't even say but, because that's the truth. When you sit down and you think about it, you were released for a reason. Whether or not we like it is a moot point. That's not the point. Okay? Because the number one thing we ask the spirit, why did you do this to us? What did they do? Bring you your lesson that we didn't ask for, but we needed? Because, we staring on why. That's me. That's me too. But then when I sit down and I think about it, and we will know in here, let the person go. Shit, make room for the right one. Let that person go. That is not what you paid for. Let them go. We will know that in here. We will know that. But in here, we'll know that. We will know. Ooh, but that want and desire kicks in. See, that want and desire is what gets people into trouble. That's why monks live without wants and desires. Now, honestly, that's not realistic to me. For me. and for a lot of people. So you got to practice it in real time. Living in this plane makes you practice it in real time. Practice the art of receiving and letting go. Receiving and letting go. That's all we do is receive and let go. So letting go is the problem, because then we grasp and we hold. And you're not supposed to grasp. You're supposed to love and walk with. But you ain't supposed to grasp, baby, because that person didn't belong to you in the first place. They belong to spirit. They on loan to you. Even your children, first and foremost, are on loan to you. You're responsible for raising that spirit. But they're on loan to you. They don't belong to you. No more than your man, woman, or whoever belongs to you. However you identify. They don't belong to you. They never did. They're sharing love with you, energy with you, space with you, but they don't belong to you. They belong to Source. That's who they belong to. So you don't grasp. I have a video on that. You don't grasp, because baby, you already know how spirit works. And when I'm saying spirit and source are two different things. So I don't use them interchangeably. But I'm going back to spirit, talking about spirit. You know how spirit is. Spirit already said how it is. Spirit's jealous. It's like a child. It's jealous. And if you love that person too much, baby, spirit will take that person on from you and you won't have them. I know that too. No, you love them too much. Thank you. I'm first. Spirit already told you how it is. Yeah, me and Spirit got that issue too. We got that issue too. I'm telling you, me and Spirit got a lot of issues together. We got a lot of issues together. But you know what? It knows me. So when people tell me how I can't be, I'm like, how do you know how I can be? Spirit knows me. Knew me before I was born. So you can't tell me how I'm supposed to be. Spirit can tell me how I'm supposed to be. Source can tell me how I'm supposed to be. The other spirits can tell me how I'm supposed to be. You can't tell me how I'm supposed to be. You can tell me how to walk in the path to get there. But you can't tell anyone really how they're supposed to be, because only Spirit really knows that. But you can help them get to a better place. So that's what I do. So I wanted to talk to you because I've been noticing on Facebook and Instagram, all these women and all these men grasping. The women are building themselves up. Everybody's building themselves up, right? But the women are building themselves up, but we have this misconception that a man has got to spoil the hell out of us. You spoil the hell out of yourself. It is not a requirement in a relationship for a man to spoil you. You spoil yourself. And both of those together, you raise your vibrations up and your level up, where you choose the people that's in their wheelhouse. That's your desire and that's your want. That's what you want to manifest. You got to vibrate higher to manifest that. That's a high level man. That ain't a male or a high level female or a high level them. You can't get that from lower vibration. What you thinking? You can't get that from a lower vibration. And I ain't talking about how you look. No. I'm talking about how someone's spirit is. You can't get that from a lower vibration. Especially if they robbing Peter to pay Paul to impress you. That's gonna last so long, baby. Vibrate higher to get that, if that's what your desire is. But you can't get that for a lower vibration. And what spoiling do you want? Spiritual, financial, what you giving? You got to be an equal exchange to that, baby. You got to give equal exchange. What you giving, Pootie? Are you giving love? Are you giving all of you? Are you sitting up there and spoiling them? What you giving? Because I'd be damn, I give somebody and you want something from me and you can't give a goddamn thing, baby. You better go. You better exit stage left with me. Why? Because I know I'm priceless. Okay? So that's one thing. For the men, I'm noticing the trend of, and I'm loving seeing men find themselves. I am so loving this because, men were always taught that their emotions, you can't be emotional. So I'm loving the fact that men are raising up, or those that also identify as men are raising up into themselves. Beautiful, but babies. Listen, let me tell you something. As you put your foot down for the mate that you want, we put our foot down too. Ain't nobody trying to. Now, there's some women that do not mind being like you were in 1950. That is perfectly fine, baby, if that's what you want to do. I do not knock that. But understand, not all of us are trying to be like that. Not all of us are trying to walk like that. Not all of us want a man telling us what to do. It does not mean we're a bitch. It means we know ourselves, and that is a no. We walk together. You don't need to lead me. I had a daddy. I know because I happen to be here, whether he was a sperm donor or a real dad or father. But other than that, I don't need another one. So I know when someone approaches me and they huffing up, I huff up too. What do I need that for? I can huff up too. And that's not impressive to me. Where's your mind at? I want to know how intelligent you are. How can you use that intelligence? Do you know how to use it right? Do you know how to love me right by loving yourself? That's what I'm asking. When I'm meeting somebody, do you know how to love you to love me? If I see you don't, I ain't got time. Life's too short. And I can be all kind of names. And if you call me a bitch, baby, it better be all motherfucking capital letters. And I will keep it moving, smile in your face. And I don't give a damn because I know you're not on my level. If you gonna have that come out your mouth, you don't know what the fuck an empress is. That means you are not worthy of me and people that walk on that level. Bye. Now, you hear what I just said? For both men and women, right? Or those that identify. Now, let's take it back. Let's rewind that tape. Let's rewind that tape back. As to why spirit used you as a tool in the first place. Remember when you set them boundaries before you even found the person? Did you lose them somewhere along the way? That's a viable question. Did you hold true to that thinking? That's a viable question. Or did you get to this place after y'all broke up, not to repeat it again? It's another viable question. But if you're walking the way I said, about raising yourself up and putting that foot down, whether you are male, female, or identify either one, and you're like, how did this happen to me? That's why. Because you had to be the example for that person to at least start growing to be that way. And if they can't match you, that's on them, not spirit. Sometimes it's on spirit. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes it's on spirit, right? But if that person can't match you, why you want somebody that is not equally yoked to you? I have a video on that. I am not talking about biblically. There's many ways to be equally yoked with someone. I'm talking about on an energetic, spiritual level. If you ain't yoked, if you're like this, and that person is not doing this, baby, love yourself enough to move on. You dig? Keep it moving. So sometimes, even though we use as the catalyst, in that monkey mind talker, they happy over there and I'm sitting over here, sitting up here crying over this person and you didn't make me hurt. Hold on, boo-boo. Who put that person in your bed? Was it you or was it spirit? Sometimes it is spirit. People change though. You can't control other people. Remember that. People change. You cannot control other people. Baby, I learned that from being teaching the classroom. Okay, you can't. You can't control other people. So, when they don't rise up to the occasion, we be mad. We be mad. What could have been, and we see how beautiful, we be mad. We be mad. Because I'm still mad. I'm still seething. But I'm letting it go. Day by day, I let it go. Right? Then you may find out more. How many lovers they done had. I find out more and more. And many different things that they do. And then you're just like, And then you're like taken back in that space of, was I stupid? No, you didn't know what you didn't know. That's why you hear me repeat the same shit over and over again in my videos until it sinks into you. So you are a catalyst. You don't know if that grass is greener on the other side. And it may be greener for that other person. And it may be something like in my case where they would leave me and knew how to treat the other person. But guess what? You elevated, boo. You elevated yourself. So they can't stay with you. Let them stay where they're at. You get your boo on an elevated level. You're going to be on a whole totally different ass level than who you left. That's why you had to leave them. There's many different ways sometimes, or many different reasons why we have to leave someone. Sometimes we have to leave them so they bring their ass right on back if we take them back. Many different reasons. But their path is their path. Your path is your path. You don't let them knock you off your path and off your throne. You understand what I'm saying? You don't. You don't, babe. Get up, get over, move on. You can be angry. Let it come in, let it go out. You can be pissed. Let it come in, let it go out. Talk to spirit. Ask it why. But you got to be calm enough to receive that answer. If you really in that anger, like I get, I have to wait till I calm for it even to speak to me. Now, right now, it's radio silent with me because it knows I'm mad. Because I'm still going through the emotions. It's still kind of fresh for me, and I'm still, working through it. But the one thing I am is honest with myself, and I am honest with spirit. 100%. So, understand there are many different reasons why things happen. But baby, it is okay if you were that catalyst, because that change was also for you. Fuck yeah, it hurts. But that change was also for you. For your betterment. For you to move towards something better than what you had. And when you are pissed, I want you to understand and sit in that. You are moving forward from what you had. Because why would you want to sit in misery just because you have that person, but you don't know what's better? It's like that thing, and I'm going to leave you with this. There's that picture of that little girl with that tattered teddy bear. And daddy's standing up there ready to give a brand new and bigger, better, whatever. But we're like the memories with my teddy bear. Why? I know it's dirty and I know it's torn and I know it's beat up. I know, but I put time in that teddy bear. I put time to make it soft, and I put time, and I did. But you don't know what you don't know because it's behind daddy's back, huh? Yeah, you do have memories. And guess what? When you give that teddy bear up, you still gonna have the memories. Just not the physical reminder, because you got a better one to build memories with. A brand new one to build memories with. Good memories. You remember how it is when you get your first toy? Or a brand new toy? And then that new one gets a little beat up, but it's big enough to hold you. Big enough to support you and sustain you. And the best part is, daddy gave it to us. Spirit. That's what I meant. That's the metaphor for daddy. Both of y'all know that. So, and it's a gift on top of that. And it's saying, give me that one, and I'll give you this one. Give it here. That's all it's doing. That's all it is doing. Saying, give me that one. You can give it up now. I got something better for you. And that's what's going on right now. So when you get mad, I want you to think about that. I want you to think about what is better coming your way, because you have to manifest it. You can't manifest it if you sit in that space with that other person. You can't. You have to let it go to manifest what it is you really need. in the right want and desire. What you need. And spirit gives you what you need. Many different ways. So I did this video because I know the frustration of love. I know the frustration of love. If I am an emissary for spirit of love, that means I had to learn many forms of it and experience many things with it. Oh, I get it. I get it, loves. But be fortified in here to know better's coming. All right, y'all. I love you. I need you to love you. Big Mama love you, but I need you to love you. As you love you and you continue to move and you continue to grow. Baby, let me tell you this epiphany real quick and then we're going to go. So last night, I had an epiphany and it's on my Instagram. It was amazing. So I made my video yesterday and I was making the thumbnail and I looked at my picture. And do you know, for the first time in 46 years, I said, damn girl, you beautiful. And I saw the beauty. I saw it. I saw what other people see that I couldn't understand. I saw the light. I saw the love. I saw the intelligence and the genius and the spirituality. I saw my package the way spirit would see it from a human eyes or from a divine eye here in this plane. Because I can't see it exactly because I ain't, we are, but it's different still. We have a different lens. But I saw it the way a divine spirit would see it on this plane. And I was like, wow. Now let me tell you something. I couldn't have gotten there to see my worth if I hadn't gone through not only the pain, but if I hadn't been on this journey to love myself. And last night when I saw what I was working with, I wasn't talking about how fat I am. I wasn't talking about I ain't got my lashes on. I wasn't talking about none of that. My disabilities. I wasn't talking about none of that. It was all positive and how much I love me, really love me. And in loving me, I found why spirit loves me. Ooh, that was powerful. This is why I teach people to love themselves. Because if you understand why spirit loves you in the first place, baby, we wouldn't do half the things that we would do. We wouldn't be complaining about, well, God don't want to let me to do this, and God don't let me do that, and then the Bible says this, and then the Bible says that. I done told you, Old Testament is Jewish law, New Testament is Christian law. I'm not Christian, I'm spiritual, so I look at the whole picture. But baby, you wouldn't do half the things to tell you not to do in the first place because you would see that you don't need to ruin your temple. And that's what it's about. Your temple must stay pristine because you are like the Ark of the Covenant. You carry the I am within you. So the vessel needs to be more holy so that wisdom can come forth and that love and that understanding can come forth. It can't in a dirty vessel. If you remember and read how they treated the Ark of the Covenant and how sacred, you are just as sacred because we all carry the foundation of the word in us. You're sacred. And that's why you're not supposed to do half of this stuff. But it also understands we make mistakes, we do things, right? But when you love you, and you see why spirit loves you because you have similar lenses to what it's seeing in you. It won't be a question of, well, I want to do this. I don't want to do that. You talk to spirit about what you can and can't do. That's what I'm going to say. Because that book is still written by people. You talk to spirit about what it wants you to do. And I'm going to leave it right there. Spirit knows. You understand? That's what your intuition is for. But you won't harm your vessel. And if you won't harm your vessel, that means letting go of that one that is not equally yoked with your vessel and your spirit. You dig? That's a part of it. That's a part of it. All right, y'all. I love you. I'm going to leave you in peace for right now. But I want you to meditate on that. I want you to think about that. You understand me? I know the pain is real. I know it is, loves. I know. But it's not lasting. Because your new teddy bear is coming. But before you get that teddy bear, you got to find the strength in here to be like, I need to let this old one go. How can I let it go? Loving you. That's how you let it go. Loving you. And finding your worth. All right. Namaste.